Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show. And we're broadcasting hopefully on YouTube and LinkedIn and Twitter and Facebook. This is what I call part of the World Enlightenment series. Now, today we're going to work on and do some energy work for kids. Now, when you're working on enlightenment, you have to work on all aspects, all the way down from the homeless to people that are really disconnected from the creator, all those groups out there, the WEF, everyone, children, women, secret societies. And, as the days go by, we will address them all. So what we're going to do tonight, like I said, is we're going to do some energy work for children, and we're going to create a bubble of light and put in the bubble this energy work. So you can send energy into that bubble, and in your mind's eye, I want you to actually imagine this happening. All right, so before I start, I just want to let you know, you got your crystal to amplify the work. I've got mine. It's my 30-pound celestial, but it's not in my lap. It's on my side. And my dog Tiana is here on the other side. But February 14th, on Valentine's Day, we're going to go do a world enlightenment energy work to really call down that energy and anchor it to the planet. However, in between now and then, get ready, guys. We're going to do a couple more energy work, huge energy works, call down enlightenment on a couple other key dates. One of them will be for the Super Bowl. You got all these people there and tuning in. So we will do work on the Super Bowl day. And then the other one is the World Economic Forum all gathers in Davos in November. So we're definitely going to give those peeps some attention. But today it's for kids. So let's get to it. So I want you to put your feet flat on the floor. Take some gentle, deep breaths and inhale light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. So you breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. So as you're doing that, I surround each and every one of you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing, and I seal you in the pink flame of love. And I'm going to call in all your teachers, guides, masters, all the cosmic beings, the whales, the dolphins, and invite them in to amplify our energy. Now we're going to create a bubble of light, and under this bubble of light, we're going to put a huge Earth Keeper crystal to amplify it. And like I said, now, as you reconnect to the Creator and feel all that energy come pouring into your body, let it flow all the way down your legs, out your feet, into the center of the earth, down your arms, out your hands, out all your chakras, into this bubble of light. And again, in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine this also happening. So now this is energy work to help all children reconnect to the Creator. So we call the higher selves of all children worldwide and ask for permission to do this work for them. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call to the higher selves of all doctors, nurses, and all those who help with the birthing of babies. And I command that you allow more love to come in at the time of birth. I ask that the doctors allow the baby and the mother time to bond in a positive way through love. I call the higher selves of everyone who is born in a hospital or in any unloving environment, and command that as we speak, a bond of divine love flow between you and your birth mother and father. Let this flow of love send special healing, bringing your family and all families on earth closer. See divine love flow with all past, present, and future birthings. That C-sections be avoided whenever possible, preferring women to have gentle, loving, sacred, natural births. Let doctors become more conscious when cutting the umbilical cord, waiting until it stops pulsing. Again, letting the baby and mother have bonding time. We see love flowing from the father's heart, from the baby to the mother, creating a beautiful functional family bond. If the baby is adopted, this bonding is also done with the adopted parents. We ask the Creator that all children be put under protective light to prevent abuse, neglect, innocent harm, including war, alien abduction, terrorism, pornography, prostitution, Satanism, hatred, and slavery. I now call on the higher selves of everyone who is thinking of acting on harming a child and command that your higher selves take you into the light. And if you choose not to, your free will, that you be placed in a position of harmlessness before you can fulfill your deeds. And if you're on Jeffrey Epstein's list, let that truth come forward and let all of them, all of those pedophiles on that list be exposed and justice come in and put them in prison. Now we call to Meta on the healing ray to administer all those misguided light beings and their victims. I call the goddess of truth to expose all pedophile satanic pornography, child soldiers, and children's slavery groups, as well as protect the people that are bringing this knowledge to the surface. As these children are set free, see them being given all the love, mental, emotional healing, and support that they need as they are integrated back into society. See villages and good loving homes open their hearts and homes to those children. I command that the adoption process be sped up so parents of light, good caring people can adopt quickly. We ask the divine to clear all dark blocks and veils placed over all these children, replaced with joy and self-worth as they awaken to their divine mission and purposes. Let those around them see their gifts of music, art, and song, and be able to guide them down that path. We call the higher selves of all children and ask that they be filled with lots of creativity and imagination, as well as many joyful ways to express these gifts and talents. See all children hugging and being kind to each other. We call the higher selves of all teenagers and ask that Michael the Archangel to come and cut all ties to military satanic video games. We ask that the teens are reconnected to the Creator, becoming awakened spiritual beings, and stop playing the games of war. Let this replaced with sports, music, art, reading, higher knowledge. We call the higher selves of all parents to also awaken and reconnect to the Creator with a greater understanding of how important it is to give their children quality time. And in your mind's eye, see functional families forming. We call the higher selves of all military recruiters to leave our children alone and not be able to lie to them about military life. See all those recruiters and their workplaces, along with all recruitment, written propaganda material become invisible, so they are no longer seen by anyone, especially children. See all military recruitment offices empty and no longer allowed on any middle or high school campuses. Let these teens be inspired on other paths other than military. We ask that teachers and educational systems focus on the development of character traits, which are needed to bring in the golden age, and that those traits be taught by way of example and practice. Imagine schools being used to promote and nurture all children's self-esteem and creative expression, and that all children realize that happiness and joy are their birthright. I ask that all students are encouraged in their studies of all subjects, regardless of their gender, race, learning, or physical disabilities. I command that all teachers who challenge or destroy a child's belief in self, be immediately shown the error of their ways, and that includes groomers, and removed if they choose to continue to do their dark work. We're going to ask their higher selves, help them come forward in the light. And again, and if they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher self and guardian angels to put them in positions of harmlessness and replaced with a light worker. We call for a change in the makeup of the faculty and staff of all schools so that all persons employed are light workers. I call for a change in the curriculum of schools to include the development of each child's natural abilities as primary, and that right brain intuitive abilities and skills be given equal coverage. I call for the activation of the law of divine abundance to provide all schools with enough funds to hire and maintain the most qualified and compassionate teachers, nurses, psychologists, social workers, and guidance counselors, as well as enough money for classes in art, music, theater, poetry, extracurricular activities, and sports. I command that the most current textbooks and other learning materials be provided to all students, and that a college education is provided for all who desire a higher education, that all children be provided a nutritious, balanced breakfast and lunch at no charge to the student or the family. That when it's for the highest good, that all children who are homeless or runaways without shelter be provided a safe and clean one now. I call to the higher selves of all the homeless children, and I ask that their higher self gently open and balance all their chakras, leaving them open to the abundance and generosity that is inherent in the universe. Then instill in them the desire to stand up, be productive, and find their paths. And let the divine enlightened elders come forward to help and guide them to what that path is. We call for the immediate emancipation of all children that are in prison, who are not being held for society's or their own highest good, including anyone who has been imprisoned for speaking or living the truth, or trying to awaken humankind to injustices. Those imprisoned to fulfill the self-serving plans of others, those whose sentences far outweigh the magnitude of their crime, and those falsely imprisoned or convicted for crimes they did not commit, and all victimless marijuana crimes. We ask that all prison officials, guards, wardens, police, probation officers, juvenile authorities, judges, lawyers, prison for-profit corporations to now step forward in the light, allowing compassion, kindness, divine service to come to the surface, and this includes immigration prison. If not, we command their higher selves and the angels to put them in positions of harmlessness, letting a light worker come forward and take control if they choose not to work forward in the light. I ask that everyone be divinely inspired to alternative, positive methods on how to help children in prison become productive society members before and after they are released. So now I want you to imagine all the children in the planet in this bubble of light. And now let's fill all the children's hearts with divine inspiration, wisdom, hope, divine creativity, and the strength to go forward in positive, enlightened leaps. Let them be awakened to their divine missions and their divine purpose, and this inherent knowingness and wanting to be very kind and loving, not only to other children, but to other families and friends. So fill this up with light and love. And real quick, let's do an extra little bit of healing for all the children. So we're going to send energy into their heart chakras. See all their heart chakras strengthen. Let that healing energy go to all their organs. Their organs become strengthened. Let it flow through their veins and the arteries. And as it flows, see all the veins and everything clears so all the blood circulates properly. We're going to send energy into their brain and see their brains reoxygenate. And we're going to call in divine energy into their crown chakra and let it flow into their brains, and let every cell, atom, molecule of their brains reconnected to the Creator, and then become awakened spiritual beings filled with all these new divine possibilities, new futures, new inventions. All right, now we can fill this up with light and love. And let's take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So I'm going to ask that anybody that listens to this later on or watches this video, that this energy work is amplified over 100,000 fold. So tomorrow we're going to do more energy work. I'm not sure, I won't know till tonight what it will be on. You'll know as soon as I do. So keep your eyes open, and thank you for tuning in and giving this energy. If it resonates, share. If you're listening on YouTube, and if you're not, well, go to YouTube, go to my Cathy Bilsky channel, give me a thumbs up on one of my my videos, and subscribe. I need to grow. I never cared about it before. For world enlightenment, I do. And if you can share my channel with others, please do, because this is the time. Like I said, for world enlightenment, I need it to grow. So mark your calendars, February 14th, World Enlightenment event. We're going to chant for 1 hour. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. And tweak that a little bit for the full hour and try to get in as many people, places, things that we can. And if you know of anything that you want us to add into this, our chanting, let me know and I will. I'm very open and I love the added energy. Oops, mosquito. On that note, thanks again for tuning in, and my crystal. And we'll see you tomorrow. Aloha.